James, I have to tell you, I would like to imagine that I'm a yacht kind of girl because I'm fascinated with the product, but I don't know a lot about it. And so please start from the beginning, if you will, because I think advisors in Canada don't know a lot about Atlas and ocean voyages. And I think they would certainly benefit because luxury, 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 right? That's the way the market's going.
It wasn't until I joined Atlas as the CEO and president a year ago in August that I had my first opportunity to sail aboard a less than 200 guest on board this vessel. So it was quite a different experience for me. And also the expedition concept was
Yeah.
also new to me. I had cruised many times before, but expedition sailing was a little bit new. So after going to Antarctica my first time, it was a real eye-opening experience because of just the sheer beauty of Antarctica is one thing. The enormity of it, the vastness of it, it's just awe-inspiring. But the experience itself lends itself to a more camaraderie on board. You're
Yeah.
experiencing these really wonderful uh, views and experiences with the penguins and the seals together with this community of travelers with less than 200 guests. So you're in the morning going off onto the on a landing, and you come back and you share your experiences with the guest, and then later on in the afternoon you're going on another landing and experience something else. So there's this real bond that's been created with the guest on board. And so what we wanted to do and what I was inspired with at that time is the idea of expeditioning not only in the polar regions, but also anywhere we travel in the world. So what we have created at Atlas is a year-round expedition product. So anywhere in the world that we go to,
Oh,
we're creating a program that is centered around the expedition experience. And what I mean by that and what we define it by is really three elements. There's an educational component to expedition
mhm.
voyage. There's an immersive component to it. And there's also this inspired component that happens because you're sharing these moments with your fellow guests on board. So that's where we came up with our Epicurean Expedition product for the Med. We took the elements that make expeditions so special and moved them into the Med region of the world. So we basically have taken our polar expedition team members off and we place our Epicurean expedition team members on, which consist of guest chefs. Sometimes they're celebrity chefs. We have guest vintners from around the region, whether it's in Spain, Italy, Greece. We bring them on board to bring those areas of the world to life. We also have gastronomic guests that come on that specialize in certain parts of those regions, like specializing in olives, the different types of olives throughout the
Yeah.
region, or even honey. We've had somebody do honey tastings throughout the voyage, so you can experience the different types of honeys that are created around that region. So I would say it's a little bit more of an engaging experience, this expedition type sailing. There is a more passive vacation experience, which I'm all for. I love sitting by the pool and enjoying a nice cocktail. But I would say that the programs that we've built around every one of our voyages has that educational component, it has that inspirational component to it, and it has definitely an immersive component to it.
James, I'm going to ask you the small ship expedition cruising market. I mean, it's hot right now, and I think the whole pie has grown, the market has grown. So it gives you an opportunity for a bigger piece, I would imagine, correct? But if an
Right.
advisor is listening to us right now, why would they pick Atlas over another small ship expedition product?
Well, I'll start by saying, after the pandemic, the expedition, especially Antarctica, has really grown exponential. There's
Mhm.
new products out there in the market for them because there's a demand for Antarctic and Arctic voyages. People wanted to get out, they wanted to experience the world. They've spent 2 years watching Antarctica and the Arctic on the Discovery Channel. They want to experience it for themselves. And I think one of the elements among many for Atlas is that we created this product that is a hybrid between the heavy expedition and also the luxury expedition market. So with the growth of this of consumers wanting to go to Antarctica, there's also varied types of travel types. So you have a couple maybe that really, one of them is a really great expedition type person. They want to go out, they want to do the zodiacs, they want to go camping.
Hardcore.
Hardcore, right. And then we also have the partner who is not so much into it, but is going kind of forcefully to go with their partner. And so we offer the traditional cruise experience as well. So we have the only L'Occitane spa at sea. Our dry sauna has ceiling to floor windows that as you're sitting there, you're actually seeing the landscape of Antarctica. And we also have on deck 5 what we call our water's edge, which is not many of these vessels are built so that you can actually go to the bow of the vessel. And on deck 5 on our ships, you can actually go all the way to the bow of the ship. We have heated seats that surround the area as well. So if
Wow.
you didn't want to go on a Zodiac that day, but you really wanted to get up close and personal, you can be on the bow of the ship and get really close. We have special navigation systems on board our ships, as well as our hydropropulsion systems that do not disturb the seabed. So we're able to get really close to the land without touching the habitats, either underneath the sea or also at land itself. So you can see the animals, and so I believe that the hybrid experience that we offer, if you want heavy expedition, you can have that, or if you want more of an expedition light luxury, you can have that on board the vessel as well.
Talk to me a bit about the luxury on board because I don't really have a sense of the hardware.
Well, these ships were built in Portugal. Not many ships are built in Portugal. They were built as really high-end luxury yachts, as if you were going to purchase your own yacht and you designed it yourself. So the craftsmanship on board these vessels is just incredible. The attention to detail is spectacular. Each of our ships the footprint is the same, but the personality is a little bit different. The public spaces are all the same on every one of our vessels. It's just the decor that's a little bit different on each of them.
And how is business looking for 2024? Or do you see a lot of advanced bookings?
We do. It's been quite impressive. Just the number of groups that have been taken out, especially for the summer season. We just completed our first Epicurean expedition season this past year. We've won 2 awards because of this new type of expedition Epicurean experience. And so I think that that's had generated a lot of interest, especially with
Okay.
food and wine groups. Those travel advisors out there that have clients who are really interested in the culinary world or into wines. These are the types of voyages for them, and so they're building groups around that for the summer. So we're seeing a really strong booking window for them.
Because with only 200 people on board, I mean, you really have to book in advance, I would imagine, for a product like this. It'll fill up fast.
Yes, you do. And there's lots of, we have a lot of charter business because these are
Mhm.
perfect size for those
Yes.
groups who have affinity groups, those who really want to create that community on board. These vessels are perfect for that.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to create an affinity group of, of yacht chicks.
Hey, excellent, excellent. I like
No,
it.
husbands have to stay home, just the yacht chicks. And we're going to do some Nordic chic, maybe. That sounds adorable.
Excellent. I'll be
Thank you,
happy to help you with
James.
that.
Yeah. Thank you so much for this. I find it fascinating, your
Oh,
product.
you're
And
so
really,
welcome.
I hope it does well for the 2024 season. And I'm glad that you have come on board Open Jaw to ensure that Canadian agents understand your product. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.